So we're sitting here by the lake in the middle of the bustling city of Ha Noi, the capital of Vietnam. So this is the epilogue of our journey from the south, Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, to Ha Noi here on our little scooters over 2 weeks. So firstly, we thank God for a safe trip. It's been a good, safe trip, although it hasn't been without challenges. There's a few close calls, and even today there's a lady that fell off a motorbike in front of us, so stopped and made sure she was okay and she was all right. A special note of thanks to my wonderful wife Brooke, and for her for putting up with my adventurous spirit. It's funny because she can't understand why I want to do these things more than once, and so yeah, that's funny. But I thank her for putting up with me. A big thank you to Timothy, the amazing Timothy. Without him, this wouldn't have happened, the filming and that type of thing. So he's been a great travelling companion, and I'm sure it would have took like a week longer to do this trip if he wasn't with me. There would have been numerous wrong turns, I'm sure. And we thank Timothy for putting together the video footage and making it something that's a bit more memorable, something that's been produced for my YouTube channel. And this was as much his trip as it was mine, even though he hasn't been in front of the camera like me. He's been behind the scenes doing all that work. So it's something that he's enjoying also, that seeing more of his own country. And we really enjoyed the sights, the aromas, the amazing scenery, the sounds, and you'll see all of that in the YouTube videos. If you've seen them, if you haven't, go back and have a look, and you'll see some of them, just a little bit of a taste of Vietnam. And we've tried to travel some of the byways as well as the highways, and go out of the way places and look at some of the unusual things, and look at some of the things that are unique to certain areas, and with regards to how they produce things, local foods, those type of things. So it's been really wonderful. I'd also like to thank Style Motorbikes, who I hired this little 110cc Honda scooter, or 109cc I should say. And so I hired that in Saigon and rode it to Ha Noi. We've covered around about 2,400 kilometres on this trip, and plus a little bit extra driving around the cities as we've gone out and met with people and had dinners and things like that. So the scooter's done amazingly well, so I thank Style Motorbikes for trusting in me to hire that from there to here, and it stood the test. It held up well, didn't have an ounce of trouble with it. It was really good. I had in mind to do this trip for quite some time, probably about 10 years I'm guessing, and although I didn't really know what it would look like back then, I just kind of loosely had an idea. And I purposely didn't want to plan too much of this. I just wanted to enjoy not having to have something planned out really thoroughly, you know what I mean? It's just get on the bike and ride, and book a hotel when you get near where you want to stop for the night, things like that, and just enjoy the attractions and the sights and the local ways of life along the way, and you know, sourcing out that local knowledge about different things as well. And I really wanted to make this a kind of a legacy piece for my children and grandchildren, if I can use that terminology. It's really just you know, it's like in the old days you had the slide projector and things like that, where people took slides. I remember doing that at my grandfather's place, and if you got to change the slides, that was really cool, you know. So you know, and then you had photo albums and things like that. But these days, people look more so at digital content online, those type of things. So I thought it'd be a good idea to just record this, put it on YouTube, and then my children and grandchildren and other relatives can look at it, and anyone else who wants to see it and enjoy what I enjoyed as well. So that was one of the reasons for putting this on YouTube. And also, before, during this trip, I had some detractors, you know, people going, oh, what do you want to do that for? And you're too old, and why don't you hire a car and go in comfort? What are you hiring a little scooter for? Why don't you get a bigger bike? Things like that. And then one night in one of the places we stopped at, we got to talking to a young Vietnamese family, and a little 12-year-old girl asked me some questions. And Vietnamese people, they ask you the same questions all the time. They ask you, what's your name? Where you from? How old are you? You get those three questions all the time. It's funny. Anyway, this 12-year-old girl asked me those questions, and I told her, of course, and then she goes, when she found out what I'm doing, she goes, aren't you too old for that? I said, no, I'm only 61, that's not old. Anyway, that was funny. So there's a number of reasons though that I really wanted to do this little adventure, and I'd say the first reason, as I alluded to before, is that to show my children and grandchildren that they can live a life of adventure too. You know, there's no limits, only limitations of your thinking. You know, if you change your thinking, you can change your life. And it's, you know, I want to see what's best for them, children and grandchildren and friends and other family as well. I want what's best for them as well. And that starts with our thinking, with our thought processes, our paradigms. So if we can change our thinking, we can change our life for the better. Some of the other reasons, I guess, for doing this, I really love the Vietnamese people, I really do. My wife being Vietnamese, I've got that connection, but I've just fell in love with this country and the people. So I really love the people, I enjoy the culture, I love the country, I love the scenery, the sights and the smells and the sounds and the creativity of the Vietnamese people, and the endless resourcefulness of the Vietnamese people amazes me. And as I said, I really want to use this, especially this first trip, as a legacy piece, and encourage others, encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and do something that you really want to do. You don't get any results in your comfort zone. Everything you want is outside your comfort zone. So if you want results, you've got to stretch yourself. So this was one of the other reasons, to encourage people that, hey, yeah, I mean, this is not a massive big deal. It was exciting. There's a lot happening, there's a lot going on. It was really enjoyable and an amazing thing to be able to do. But there's more in you. There's more in you. You can do what you have in mind to do. I had in mind to do this, and I made a decision to do it, and that's where it starts. You've got to make a decision. Just decide. Whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is in life. Decide what you want to do and take steps towards doing it. And I was, and I continue to be encouraged by my mentor, Gavin Lance Top, and the men in the Man Alive Experience program. It's such an encouraging program. You've probably seen I've been wearing these hats and the shirt and things like that, because I really believe in this as a men's program, and what it's doing for men's lives and changing them for better is amazing. And he's one of the reasons why I took this trip, because he encouraged me to do that as well. When I let him know that I had this dream of doing this. There's plenty more other dreams that have got to come out yet, and there's other exciting adventures to come. there's mission, there's vision, there's a lot of things to come out and come to the fore as yet. And so I really appreciate Gavin and his mentorship and the Man Alive Experience program, which has helped me tremendously. And once again, I'd just really like to thank you for joining us and being with us on this trip. It's been amazing, it's been wonderful, and we really appreciate your time watching the videos, and I pray that you got something out of it, something that's going to encourage you. And just like to say bye for now. There might be some more content coming along soon, or there will be, and let's try and stretch ourselves and do the best that we can for each other, our families, our loved ones, and the people around us, and enjoy the experience of life. Take care, God bless you, and we'll look forward to catching up again with you very soon. See ya.